Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Ivory, and you are tuned in to the Embracing Neurodiversity podcast, where I share my personal journey of embracing and enhancing the experience of my amazing son who is on the spectrum. Through this journey, I've discovered a lot about myself and continue to grow every day. My goal is to provide you with some useful insights and stories that will inspire you in your own parenting journey. Thank you for tuning in. 3, 6. One of my favorites, enhanced creativity. I like to think of myself as someone who is a bit of a creator. I need to always feel like I'm creating. I need to feel inspired by other creative things around me in order to feel human in the world. And diverse representation fuels creativity because it brings together a variety of ideas, influences, and that leads to innovation and it leads to solutions and it creates a space for cultural expression. And so I think that's essential in workspaces and classrooms, right? And so allowing for people to bring their full selves to the table, allowing for representation in spaces that it perhaps is missing, amplifies creativity and innovation. 7, I think this is 7, right? Social cohesion. And so while I'm not one that feels like we all need to be in harmony and on one accord, because I know that's not realistic. I do think that it's important that we are able to coexist in this world peacefully. And so representation contributes to a more cohesive society. When you attempt to understand one's experience, again, it promotes empathy, but it also amplifies unity in a lot of ways. And so social cohesion is important. And I believe that continuing to represent different experiences in the world lends to cohesion, right? You all have to excuse me too, because I am still getting over a bit of a cold. And so I have a little bit of a runny nose. Another one of my favorites, I believe this is number 9, 8, authentic storytelling. And so, similar to creativity, representation allows for people to be inspired to live in their truths, which lends to a level of freedom to be yourself and create and tell your story in an authentic way. And so authentic representation allows for a more genuine and relatable story. Authentic stories can only truly happen if it's coming from the person who has lived the experience or has an intimate relationship intertwined with someone who has lived the experience, right? And a story cannot be told by a spectator. A story can perhaps be told by an observer, but only if they are in a intertwined relationship with the person who is who has the lived experience of the story that they're trying to tell. But most importantly, and above all else, authentic storytelling can only truly come from the person who is living that experience. And so representation looks like in books, in movies, in music, in on TV, in magazines, in classrooms, in workspaces. It's as a person on the spectrum, giving them the space and the place to tell their story and their experience, to show up, not speaking on behalf of them, but allowing them to speak on behalf of themselves. That is authentic storytelling. No one can, I'm a mom of a child on the spectrum, and I don't even like to attempt to talk about his experience. I can speak about what I observe and what I instinctively feel as his mother, but I can never speak on his experience. And so it's essential for the story. We all have a story, and it's important for us to tell our stories so that we can help others. And it's essential for people on the spectrum to have the space to tell their story as often as possible. Economic impact. Number 9, economic impact. And so this goes back to the workspace and how representing diverse groups in various industries, it leads to, again, fostering innovation and tapping into a diverse consumer market, right? There are benefits from having diverse groups in workspaces, particularly in industries that are serving the people that come from marginalized backgrounds or similar backgrounds of diverse people, right? And so the more diverse, studies have shown, the more diverse your workplace is, your school is, the more opportunity for impact and innovation. Last but not least, why representation is important. Social justice. And so proper representation is a step toward addressing all of the historical inequities that have existed in our society, particularly in America. And so when we understand the historical inequities, we are more willing to lean towards social justice and creating a fairer and more inclusive society. Those were the 10 that came to mind for me as I was thinking about why representation is so important. I hope that those were helpful to you. More importantly, I hope that hits home for you is that you create a space for your child to have representation of themselves in as much as possible, and that you also expose yourself to the shared experiences that your child may have who is neurodiverse, right? So that your perspective and mindset can shift. It's all about hanging on to hope and belief and feeling empowered. And one of the ways that I've learned to do that is by finding content that is representative of my experience and my son's experience. So check out the video. I'm going to link it below from Jubilee, How Autistic People Experience Love. I think it was beautifully done. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Bye.